Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI. And quickly, we'll move straight down to managing natural disasters. Here's the Ekeke-Erah experience. That is where we are going to right now. This day 40 and counted. We're going to spend about 15-20 minutes talking about this before going to the main discussion for today, which is Supreme Court judgment on Rivers State status quo, politics, and the rest. But let's focus first of all on this, the way the people are living right now in that particular community. I'd like to welcome Honorable Fred. He is a comrade, he's an activist, public affairs commentator. Well, Comrade Fred, thank you so much for joining us this morning on TMI.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Edo State.
All right. Now, talking about managing natural disasters, the dam collapse. Now, that is not the news. This is day 40 or 41, right? What has been done so
Absolutely.
far in Ekeke-Erah community? Let's start off from there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you once again. Today is day 40 of the full disaster in Ekeke-Erah. Tangibly and on ground, nothing has been done. I can assure you that nothing has actually been done apart from the palliatives we have mobilized for ourselves. But the truth of the matter is that the government has been in touch with me, and the governor graciously has approved the relief material of all our requests, and we are waiting for the deployment. And they have also assured us that it's not going to take time, that they are going to expedite action. But we are waiting for that. And while waiting for that, we have not rested
All right. While waiting for
for
that,
us.
you are not resting. Now, you know what,
Yes, we are waiting.
comrade, there's a thin line between promise and fulfillment of this promise. When was this assurance given?
Okay, this response was the official response was given to me uh, uh, this week that just ended, and they have assured us that in the coming week that we are going to receive um, what the needed request that the community needs, which include the bridge, the borehole, and all the rest, the farmers' laws, and that they are going to, respond to it. And I believe that since they have said that or they have communicated, I believe they will not communicate and not do it. I'm hoping about that because the governor, like I said, he is aware of my community before he became the governor, because I sat down with him and told him about this an abandoned community for over 5, 6 decades by successive government. And since he's aware and he's already in the loop because of how we have come out, I believe that for him to have given such approval, and I also believe that he will ensure that deployment is made. I'm very hopeful, and this is a good news for my people because the governor has said it by himself according to the report I got.
All right. Are people still drinking from that stream? The ones with Sodom are fetching water from. Are they still drinking from it?
Of course, they are drinking from it because
Come on.
they have no choice than to drink from that water because our palliatives are all exhausted, and that's the truth. And when you see that, human beings for 40 days, having 20 bags of water per household, it doesn't actually sustain. It's not sustainable, except there's a consistent.
Oh, it's like we were having a technical difficulty there. Well, if we're able to reconnect, Honorable Fred, we'll get to hear more from him. But, okay, I believe that is back. So you're talking about them drinking from that particular stream. I mean, 20 bags. How did you do the maths again? I really want to hear from you. People are interested.
Okay, what happened is that we were able to mobilize resources, like I said the other day. One of our illustrious son, Barrister Joseph Eriki, donated to us, that uh, water. So we gave 20 bags per household, 20 bags of pure water per household. And I mean, that 20 bags is already exhausted. Even at the 30, before the 30, that those water are already exhausted. And the people are now forced to go back to the pond, to that stream, to start drinking from the bad water. But I am praying every day that the community, there shouldn't be outbreak. Because if there's outbreak, there's no hospital in the community for the citizens to be taken care of. Because there's no hospital, there's no roads, there is no water, there's no light. And, I mean, it's only by divine, it's only by divine that such outbreak should not happen. And we are praying, just the way we have been praying for over 100 years, that we shouldn't die of disease. Of course, many have died, of preventable diseases in entire Iraq community, not even Ekeke to be specific. But on this very one, whoever gets sick, which of course I don't even know now, because when somebody has a symptom, you quickly run to a healthcare facility. But at this time, whoever gets sick in our community, Ekeke-Erah to precise, because of this water, will not be able to ascertain whether he is having any such related ailment connected to the water, because there is no health facility, not even a pharmaceutical facility that people will run to. That is the situation we found ourselves, for over 5 decades in Ekera community. So this is the situation. They are drinking from it. They do not have a choice than to drink from it. And this is why we are appealing to the relevant agencies. Since the governor has made his approval, they should quickly expedite action to deploy the necessary resources, amenities, and to ensure that the families in Ekeke-Erah have their life back.
All right, if you just joined us, that particular incident or disaster happened when there was a dam burst. Yes, the dam collapsed and water around the community destroyed the only bridge that connects the community to other communities. Now, let's take a look at the security situation. Since the communities have been cut off, how is the security situation?
Well, it's unfortunate that, like I said the other day when I came here, I said, the Ekera community as a whole will lack security. In fact, we lack the basic amenity. Anything that makes life keep going, we lack it. We are minus. Do you know, on the 24th of February, the head of vigilante was ambushed, killed by suspected Fulani herdsmen on his way from his farm. And let me tell you why they are operating at a free course unhindered. The reason is that there is no presence of security in my community. Like I said the other day, there's no police post, there's no police unit, there is nothing apart from the vigilante. If him that died, Victor Ogidimbe that died, was actually one of the persons that make people to sleep. When people are asleep, he's on the watch for over the community, him and his team. And he was such a motivator. The reason such happened is that this assailant know that there's no security presence in Ekera for more than 50 years. There is no security post. There's no security presence in Ekera. And this man has died. Strike the shepherd, the sheep will run away. As I speak to you, Ekera is mourning. They are in total disarray. But thank God again for the government, because immediately this happened on the 24th, it was escalated to the government. And as I speak to you, to be fair, they deployed massive, security personnel to our community and for patrol right now.
Okay, seems to be battling seriously with network connectivity, but all the same, the story is clear. As it stands right now, promises have been made, and of course the governor has given the go-ahead, but is this thin line between making the promise and really fulfilling that promise? Well, let's get to hear from you, but so far as we speak, has there been any case, or maybe cholera, Lassa occasion by the breakdown of the bridge due to the dam getting destroyed, overflow, whatever the terms you really want to use? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you
Yes.
now.
Okay, I'm saying, is there any a record of cholera, Lassa fever, or any disease so far?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Am
you.
I audible?
Continue.
I can't ascertain that because, like I said, there is no hospital in my community. Even when anybody is sick, we cannot even ascertain what is wrong with the person. So if I said that, I will not be, I will not be saying the truth because I don't know. The people are sick. People are sick. A lot of people are sick, but we can't even ascertain because from that place to a hospital facility in Ekoma, which is the nearest place, is difficult to assess right now. All we need is for the community, for the rural economy to become, a living place where people can testify that they are having a better life. Not just even in Ekeke community, in all the rural communities in the state, there should be on the ground running a system that keeps people alive. We need such system in all the rural communities, including Ekeke communities, to be specific. Right now, there's nowhere in Ekeke. Ekeke are in four places: Olelo Ekeke, Ekeke-Erah, Eshonini, and Ugbowigan. And to be specific now, Ekeke-Erah was struck with it. And there is no hospital. There is no hospital. For the avoidance of doubt, anybody can go to Ekeke and do on the spot investigation assessment to find out if there is anywhere there is a hospital in Ekeke. This is very pathetic, and this is where we find ourselves. But I believe that the governor of the state is going to be able to do the needful and put the necessary facility in our community. I don't know if I'm still audible, please.
Yes, you are audible. We can hear you.
So this is the situation. We cannot ascertain who has any disease in our community because we cannot access any medical facility. And this is the reality. So we say, why are this? The reality is the truth we are talking about. For the avoidance of that, let the international community, let everybody, let the state, let everybody go to Ekeke. Ekeke is like a forgotten zone where battle was fought, but now it's the battle of poverty. I told you the other time that Ekeke has fallen short of the sustainable development goals. We are totally cut off. We are not mentioned in it. It's not the present government that did it. Successive government have, in fact, they have put Ekeke in a corner and closed it, for example. But the time has come. Is what I have championed now on behalf of my community. I am a voice of development, and that development must be brought to my community. Because imagine, water should not be a privilege. Drinking of clean water should not be a privilege. It should be a right. Education should be a right. Every other, if a road should be a right. Because it's a time of an emergency. Where do you run? How do you move? It's difficult. Imagine trying to locate my community. Before the security agency will even come, the perpetrators of evil would have come, perpetrate themselves, and go out and get free. But let me mention this. That the government that is on ground now under Governor Monday Okpebholo, I think by God's grace, having known the problem already, I think they should help us fix all these problems quickly, because whatever the past administration has done, it is better that we undo it right now so that the people can have a better life. In my community, nobody wants to go there now because of the death of Victor Ogedegbe. Nobody wants to go there. The truth of the matter is that if you are going and you are coming back, you don't know if you will be ambushed on the way. And the perpetrators of this evil, we told the security agency that we know them. They are Fulani herdsmen. They are Fulani herdsmen.
Well, you can say these are killer headsmen, okay? Killer headsmen. Excuse me,
Yes,
because the first word you said alleged, because it stands right now, day 40 and counting, the dam collapsed. The only bridge into the community was destroyed. Day 40, no help. So it's like they're taking advantage of that situation. Is that not what you're trying to paint?
No, the truth of the matter is that by this time last year, the former head of Vigilante was killed. the former head of the Zanti, his name is Mr. Ekeke-Erah. He was killed, just brutally murdered like this. Why he went to rescue kidnapped victims. He rescued about 6 kidnapped victims from the den where they keep kidnapped victims in Ekera forest. In fact, it is on record now that that forest is harboring Fulani kidnappers who kidnap all over Nigeria and go and keep them in that place and demanding for ransom.
Anyway, you cannot brand this one tribe. Okay, you can say killer headsmen. All right. I like the first word you use. Alleged. Yes.
Yes. Killer headsmen and kidnappers, because we have seen it. Ekeke rescued these people from the hands of this kidnapper, herdsman, killer, and on his way back to go and rescue more people was when he was ambushed and killed last year. The records are there. So what I'm trying to paint is that this Ekera community, in all ramifications, has been neglected, whether security, whether amenities, everything, it has been neglected. And that's why, let me tell you, that was why I have to sit down with the then candidate of APC, who is now, the governor now, and I explained the statement of the problem of my community. And being who he is, he told me that this problem will be fixed, that I shouldn't worry. And I believe in him. And I believe that Ekera will have his life back. But the time action should be expedited. That is my own appeal. Action should be expedited so that Ekera will not be totally cut off from the map of the whole world. This is my appeal. This is my appeal.
Thank you so much, Honorable Fred. Well, you heard him. Day 40 and counting. Promises have been made, but it has not been fulfilled. Right now, some killer headsmen, kidnappers, they're taking advantage of the situation. The only bridge that linked the community to the outside world due to the dam collapse had, be using this kind of means to punish the people of that community. As I said, 40 days ago, water was supplied, 20 bags, sachet pure water per each family. Day 40, you know what it means. You saw that video of 2 men fetching water from that dirty pond. That is what they're drinking right now. And we don't pray that there should be any cholera or any waterborne disease in a particular community, because it might just traverse the region or the area. The government should do something fast, expediently about the situation. They've been taken advantage of because no bridge, no collections, so the kidnappers and the killer headsmen are not taking advantage. They've already killed someone. You heard him talk about the head of the vigilante group in that particular region. He's been taken off the board because they felt that is the one really doing the job, all because no connectivity due to the dam collapse. Mr. Governor, we know you are doing your best, but action should be taken ASAP. You've made a promise. They should be mobilized so that this community will be protected and they have portable water to drink. Then we cannot talk about tackling insecurity in that particular region. Honorable Fred, thank you so much for really talking about the plight of the community. We keep watching. Keep us updated, okay? Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Let me quickly say one thing before I go. That
Please do.
The prayer of everybody should be for the Ekera community. And I want to quickly correct this impression. It's not actually the collapse of bridge that made the killer came in, because before the bridge was collapsed, we had a case at the state CI. They have been terrorizing our community. Anybody they see in the farm, they kill the person. The bridge is just what I would like to call it. It's just a disaster that happened. It's not linked to what they have done now, because they have been there and they are still there. Even right now, they are still there in that our bush.
All right.
I just wanted to make that clear.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Fred. I believe that the governor, he's watching. If he's not watching, his PAs and, of course, commissioners, they are watching. They've taken notes. And I know the government of the day, they will take swift action. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on TMI.